So a new review for you guys today. We're talking about the latest installment in the long-running Bad Boys franchise, Bad Boys for Life. So it's been 17 years now since Bad Boys 2, which is a very long time. It's crazy to think it's been that long since the last installment. So I kind of figured that the ship had sailed by now. We aren't going to get a Bad Boys 3. But lo and behold, we get one. We pretty much bring back all of the same cast that we know from the other installments. Obviously, this one is not directed by Michael Bay this time, but he does make a cameo at least. So Bad Boys for Life centers around Marcus and Mike back together once again for one last ride, having to confront different things in their lives, whether it be career changes or midlife crisis. As that's going on, they join Ammo, a new elite team of the Miami Police Department, to take down a ruthless leader of a drug cartel. Of course, since they haven't played these roles in over 17 years, you do wonder if they're going to be able to slip back into these characters effortlessly and there's not going to be any sort of rust. And I think they really did that really well for the most part, just slipping back into these characters after such a long time. Like in the previous two films, Mike and Marcus's banter back and forth between one another makes for a lot of really fun laughs and gags that fortunately actually aren't all shown in the trailer. This is probably one of Will Smith's better performances in recent years. He actually shoulders most of the film's storyline as he refuses to quit the Miami Police Department. Meanwhile, Martin Lawrence basically has one foot out the door, wanting to retire at all costs. It's really nice seeing Martin Lawrence on screen once again because he really doesn't do a lot of projects, and this is definitely a great role. I mean, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence together once again is something that I think we can all cherish just because we don't see it too often. Also, most of the action in the movie is really solid. It doesn't go completely over the top like the Michael Bay films do, but you still get your fair share of crazy chases, shootouts, and explosions to give you what you expect from the franchise. It did feel like in certain moments the directors were instructed to film scenes similar to Michael Bay's style, but otherwise, I'd say that it's pretty much just a Bad Boys movie without all of the Michael Bay tropes that most of us know, which is actually really intriguing if you're a Bad Boys fan but you don't like Michael Bay's style. There are other tropes I wasn't a huge fan of, particularly the members of Ammo, just because they're pretty much given no depth at all and they're kind of just stereotyped into certain roles. Like one of them's the tech guy, there's the strong female character played by Vanessa Hudgens, and that one kid from Riverdale that's pretty much a jerk in like everything I see him in. It is fun to inject some youth into your cast of characters to bounce stuff off of, but they really could have just not been in the movie at all and it wouldn't really have changed much of anything. And also, there's like a third act twist that was kind of odd, to say the least, without going into details, but I didn't like overly hate it. It just felt kind of like out of left field. But yeah, overall, I had a really fun time with Bad Boys for Life. I think if you're a fan of the franchise already, you're going to like this film as another fun adventure in the franchise. If you're not a fan of Michael Bay, but you liked the Bad Boys films, I definitely think this could be an intriguing watch for you, just because it's a Bad Boys film with pretty much all of Michael Bay's tropes taken out of it, which is an intriguing concept to have, and I'm curious to see if we'll get more of these, because obviously this is supposed to be the one last ride, but they kind of leave it kind of open at the end in certain aspects of if they want to continue this, they can in some regard, but I'm not too sure how that's going to work. I mean, as long as it's not another 17 years from now, I mean, that would be the ideal thing to not do. But those are just my thoughts on Bad Boys for Life. Make sure you leave a comment section down below. What did you think of this film when you check it out this weekend? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Are you looking forward to this film? Or do you think that it's been way too long and the ship has sailed on this new adventure? But also, what is your favorite film in the franchise? Whether it's this film or it's Bad Boys or Bad Boys 2. Because I'm sure everybody has different answers. Either way, make sure you leave a comment so we can get a discussion going in the comments. Go into all things movies here. But thank you as always for checking out my reviews. I have a Doolittle review coming up in a couple hours, so that's a fun one to have as well, right? But thank you as always for checking out my reviews. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, hit that subscribe button. If you want to keep up to date with my movie reviews, show reactions, unboxings, and more. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.